This is a quick, less than 15-minute routine focused on the hips. We're going to loosen up the hips, we're going to release tension, and feel amazing at the end. Let's get started. In this short routine, we're going to do some hip moves and stretches that are going to address hip tightness and improve hip flexibility. Hi, I'm Sandra, and on my channel, I design workouts for age 50 and beyond, accessible workouts, low impact, that you can do in your home. All right, so today we're talking about hips. A very common issue in our society. We often are sitting a lot, and that can cause hip flexor tightness. We also hold a lot of tension in our hips. So let's get going with this quick routine. You're going to need, or I recommend, a pair of supportive running shoes, a sturdy chair or wall or countertop that you can have one hand on, and then a yoga mat, or even just a spot on the carpet where we can get down and do a few stretches. All right, so starting by getting close to your support, one hand on the support, standing nice and tall, and then outside leg, we're gonna swing forward and back. So easy swings here. We're nice and stable on that supporting leg, close to your support. Just allowing that movement, swinging the leg forward and back. And throughout this workout, reminder that this is your workout, so listen to your own body, make any modifications, follow any recommendations from your healthcare provider, of course, before you follow my instructions. All right, keep going with these nice swinging moves here. Breathing. Let's do a couple more like this. And then pause with that leg forward, just let your toe come down, and you could shake out the supporting leg at any time. And then lift this outside leg off the floor, and now we're gonna swing across midline and back. So just back and forth, again, swinging that leg. Some range of motion moves. And keep this going. Few more. And you can bring that foot down. Again, shake out the legs. We'll keep going with the same side. We're going to bring our knee forward and up, and then open the knee. So we're opening from the hip, open out to the side, and then bring that knee forward and tap the toes down. And lift the knee, open, knee forward and down. You got it. Keep going. We're standing tall, isolating the movement at the hip. We'll do two more. And foot comes down. We're going to repeat all those moves on the other side, so depending where you are, you might just turn around. I'm going to swing my chair around so I'm facing towards the camera. Getting ourselves back into position. We're starting with that forward and back leg swing, outside leg. Again, isolating that at the hip, so we're not letting the upper body do a bunch of movement. As best we can, just keeping that upper body upright, nice and stable on the supporting leg. This is actually a bonus, is a little bit of balance work here. Improving balance as we are working on the hip. Let's do a couple more of these swings, and then just bringing that foot forward. You can tap your toes down and then lift the foot. We're going to swing back and forth across midline. Anytime you can feel free to tap the foot down and get back into position. Keep this going. Do a couple more swings and bring the foot down, shake everything out. We're going to bring that same leg, we're going to bring our knee forward, knee out to the side, bring the knee forward and tap down. And again, knee lift, open up at the hip, knee forward, tap down. Keep that going. We're working out all the kinks at the hips, releasing tension, maintaining mobility. All right, let's go one more. Nice work, you got it. So we're going to make our way down onto the floor. If you have something nearby, you can always have your hand on that. Come down onto one knee, come down onto the other knee, and we're going to start in hands and knees position. And then extend your right leg out behind you, land on your toes. Slide the toes across midline, so you're sliding over to the left. And then start to lower that right knee down towards your mat. So you've got your legs in cross-legged position as both knees come down. From here, we'll come down onto forearms and just let our hips move back towards the heels in a nice big hip opener here. Modified child's pose, and just let your head can drop forward, find a comfortable position, and breathe. We'll have another big breath. Start to lift yourself up. Come back onto your hands, extend your leg out behind, and bring that knee down. And we'll go to the other side, left leg out behind you, land on your toes, slide your foot across midline over to the right, and bring the knee down. So you're in cross-legged position. We start to let the hips come back as we come on forearms. And you could drop the head down. Pause and breathe. Let your exhales help you relax. And when you're ready, coming back up. And extend the leg, uncross, bring your knee down. We're going to make our way onto our back, so you can swing your feet forward. And any way you want to get there, we're going to lower down onto the back. And then you can bring your knees towards your chest. One hand on each knee, and then we're going to make little circles here. Just use your hands to circle your knees as you can feel that nice massage into the hips, into the lower back. And then go the other direction. Pause at center. Cross your right ankle over your left ankle. And then just using your hands on your knees, you can bring your knees a little more towards your chest, a little bit out towards your shoulders. That nice big opening here in your hips. Breathe, big breaths. Visualize the air moving right to the bottom of the lungs, and then all the air coming out with your exhale. Keep your ankles crossed as you slowly lower your feet toward the mat. And when your feet touch down, you're going to have the left foot a little bit closer, the right foot a little bit further away, and let the knees fall out to the side. And you can just have your hands on your belly so you could tune into your breath. We'll take a couple big breaths. And then lift your knees. Bring the knees back towards the chest. We'll go back to those circles, so circling the knees in one direction and circle in the other direction. Pause at center, and this time we'll cross left ankle over top of right and bringing the knees a little more towards the chest, a little bit out towards the shoulders. Coming back to your breath. And starting to lower the feet down, again going nice and slow. This time the right foot will be a bit closer, left foot a bit farther away, and let the knees fall out to the side. Hands can be on the belly or on the rib cage. Tune into breath. And start to lift the knees to center. We're going to have both knees bent, feet on the mat, and then cross the right leg over top of the left, like you're sitting in a chair and you're sitting cross-legged. So thighs are touching. We're going to bring the arms out to a T, so arms out to the side, palms facing up, and just let your arms be heavy. We're going to slowly move our knees side to side. So knees come a little more over to one side and then through center over to the other side. Just a slow move side to side. Next time both knees come over to the right, let's pause there. And we'll just have a couple breaths here. We got a nice big opening to the front of the left hip. And then lifting the knees through center and let both knees come over to the left. And you can always adjust your hips a little bit so you can sink a bit more into this twist. Come back to your breath. And lift the hips to center. And move your hips back to center, uncross the legs, and we'll cross the other way. So now it's left leg over the right, like you're sitting cross-legged. And again, we'll start by just letting the knees move side to side, slowly, gently. You're in control of the move. Next time, both knees come over to the left. Pause, 2 breaths. And then you could let the knees come over to the right. Again, any little adjustments of the body so that you feel comfortable to hold here. Just let everything sink towards the floor. Lifting the knees to center. Uncross your legs. You could bring both knees towards the chest one more time and just hold here. And then feet to the mat. And let's roll onto our side. And we're going to come up to seated. We're going to do some waist circles here. So circling at your waist or into your hips, circling in one direction. And then you can go in the other direction. And coming to center, we're all going to stand up together. And before we finish with a big breath together, reaching to the ceiling, lowering arms, I want to thank you for joining me. It means a lot to me if you subscribe to my channel, if you give me a thumbs up, and comment below. I'd love to hear how this workout was for you. What issues are you dealing with your hips, if any? And I'll see you next time. So let's finish with one big breath together. Inhale the arms to the ceiling. Exhale the arms down. Wonderful work. Thanks for joining me.